Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa azwajihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, we are on the final phase of learning the three-letter verb. Next three lessons are extremely important, with lot of heavy doses of Arabic terminology. But I think you are now strong enough to understand and even to appreciate and enjoy it, inshallah, brothers and sisters. We have studied this in the past in book 1, but at that time you were very new, so you may not have comprehended everything. But today, inshallah, you will comprehend everything. Brothers and sisters, every verb in Arabic language, you can trace it back to 3 letters. Every verb. Okay? 99.9%. Previously I said 99.5, but I think you can make it 99.9. They are all 3-letter verbs. You can trace it back. Take any verb, you can trace it back to 3 letters, which is the root. And what is the root of it? The fa'ala. Fa'ala is the root. Remember? That's the pattern. Shall I write it down? Or you know it, fa'ala. But I think I should write it down. I will write it down, brother. Because somebody who is watching the video maybe will get it better, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, 0.01% is the 4-letter verbs. What are they? 4-letter verbs. In the root has 4 letters. And the most common example we can say, tarjama. Tarjama. He translated. That's 4 letters. And then we have waswasa. That is 4 letters. Then we have zalzala. That is 4 letters. And then we have ba'thara. These are 4 letters. But there are very few. Otherwise, 99.9%, may Allah forgive me if I make an error, 99.9% is 3-letter verbs. That's fa'ala. And then we knew from our study that fa kalima has always a fatha, lam kalima has a fatha permanently, and ain kalima can have a fatha, dhamma or kasra. It can have. And when they go into mudariya, also the fa kalima gets a sukun, yaz, and then bu, lam kalima gets a dhamma. This is in the base form, in the first form. And then ain kalima can have anything. And that is why we have 6 babs. Remember, that is the reason we have 6 babs. Because we don't know what will be the position of ain kalima. Those who speak Arabic, I always say it is in their blood. Remember I said when the child has the first drop of milk from his or her mother, the whole Arabic language is passed on to the child. For us, we have to make a special effort to learn it. They have it in their blood, but inshallah, it will go into our blood also, inshallah. So, brothers and sisters, fa'ala. Okay? Fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, what happens here when we try to conjugate? What happens, brothers and sisters? We know our pronouns, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta. We know 14 pronouns. They are divided into 2 groups. What I'm saying now, I'm repeating because we did it, but it must have escaped your mind now. Because it's very common to have hawa mein udta jaye. Are you with me, brother? Hawa mein udta jaye, mera fi'l or fa'il. Ho ji. Okay. Idhar udhar lehraye, mera mudaf or mudaf ilayhi. Okay, brothers and sisters. We have here the red are fa'il. Fi'al must have a fa'il. They have a special relationship, okay, in Arabic. The fi'al is always with fa'il. Okay? So, fa'il in the verb are dama'ir. What are they? Fa'il in the verbs are pronouns. Okay? It is all pronouns. See, that's why we have huwa, huma, hum. Where is the fa'il here? Mustatir. And where is the fa'il here in the hiya? Mustatir. Brothers and sisters? I'll put a circle here. Okay. Now, where is the fa'il here? Alif. You know it, huh? Where is the fa'il here? Wow. Where is the fa'il here? Ta. What is on them? What is on them? Sukoon. They have a sukoon on it, huh, brothers and sisters? The scholars of Arabic grammar have combined these five. Now remember, huwa and hiya, brothers and sisters, the fa'il can be mawjood in the sentence, or it can be mustatir. If it is mustatir, then it is damir. Otherwise, the fa'il can be a noun, proper noun. Huh? Because zahaba Muhammadun. So Muhammadun is the fa'il. Aina Muhammadun, then you will say zahaba. Now the fa'il is damir, huwa. Huh? Okay, fine. Now these are called sakin damair. And they are sakin pronouns. Are you with me? This alif represents huma. Waw represents hum. Are you with me? They represent. Huh? And they are sakin. Sakin pronouns. Are you with me? And then we have, starting from hunna. And when we were learning, I made up a story that we want to invite hunna to join verb. And she said, you have to sign an agreement. And I said, we have to send the agreement to the lawyer. And the agreement came back. And then we signed it. I made that story to make it a little more interesting. But here, brothers and sisters, today we learn why is it that the lam kalima gets a sukoon. Here, zahaba. Zahaba. There is on lam kalima, there is a harakat. There is a harakat. What happens there? It gets a sukoon. Why? Why does it get a sukoon there? Because the pronoun that is a fa'il is mutaharrik, sakin and mutaharrik means it has got a proper vowel sign on it. That is the difference. So whenever there is a fa'il in the verb, which is a damir, if it has got a harakat, then the lam kalima will have a sukoon. Are you with me? So now today you will remember this sakin pronouns and mutaharrik pronouns. This you must understand today. And also memorize it. Sakin pronouns and mutaharrik pronouns. Brother, how many sakin pronouns in Madi? 5. How many mutaharrik pronouns in 9? We have to remember. And whenever mutaharrik pronoun will come as a fa'il, brothers and sisters, the lam kalima should get a sukoon. That's the rule, brothers and sisters. So that is why you can see, starting from hunna, it is zahab, 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 zahab. Here it is zahaba, zahaba, zahabu. Are you with me? This thing is very, very important to remember. The gist of all this is that if the fa'il, which is a damir, if it is a sakin, okay, then the lam kalima gets a proper vowel. If the fa'il, which is a damir, is a mutaharrik, then the lam kalima will get a sukoon. Because in the next verbs, this is what will happen. As soon as you have a mutaharrik pronoun, the verb will behave differently.